nearly missed the button. There we go. Hello. We are here for a One Piece session-ish. It's still titled Session 55. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, that's right. I
Hello,
beat you to
welcome
it,
back.
Eli. Time for the...
Wow.
We're in for the Reverie mini arc. Because timelines are fucked. Yeah, that's right. Whole Cake happened while we were on... as it turns out, Luffy was doing Whole Cake while you're doing Grappa. So we're still behind that little shit.
Damn Straw Hat. We'll beat him to the
Yeah.
One Piece.
Wait, I mean he was doing Dressrosa while we were doing
Dress
Ibuki?
Rooster.
Dressrosa.
Dress Rooster.
Dress Rooster.
Dress the Rooster!
To be fair, we did.
Dress Rooster.
To be fair,
To be fair,
we did actually arrive on Fishman Island about 2 days after Luffy, which means that we're
Also-
2 days behind him. And considering apparently Fishman Island to Whole Cake is 4 fucking days, Oda, what the shit?
I will remind you, the entire Onigaki fight happens in less than 12 hours.
I think it's about 16 or more.
Egghead, I'm pretty sure, has been 1 day.
It's about a day, I think, because the thing is, it's a stormy time when they leave, so we can't be sure how early they leave from the port at the start of it.
The Straw Hats really need to have a nap in Elbaf. Just like a solid 2 weeks of doing absolutely
Yeah, I
nothing.
want that. I want an
No,
entire.
because that'd be more time than they've spent in time skip.
Oh, shut up! No, that's not true anymore. Actually, Wano was about a month, the full arc, because Luffy spent a
Okay.
decent time in prison, and they were in a coma for a week.
Yeah, so the longest, so the things that have taken the longest post-time skip have been that one time Luffy went to jail, and
that time Luffy was
everyone
in a
being
coma. And that time Luffy and Zoro were in a coma.
The longest breaks they've had.
Was coma and prison.
Otherwise, they've just been doing stuff constantly because travel time doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
Anyway, yeah, so this is going to be session 55. Next, the start of Akitsuna will actually be 56. It'll be the One Piece number. That's fun. So this session's title is Changing Tides, Unknown Future.
Ooh.
Why did Alex just say Dress the Rooster?
Oh, Dress
Because we were
Rosa.
saying Dress Rosa.
Rooster. Yeah.
And someone said Dress Rooster, so I said Dress the Rooster.
I think
be
Eli
fair.
misspoke and we bullied him for it.
To be fair,
Dress Rooster!
Doflamingo does kind of look like someone dressed as a rooster.
He looks like a flamingo.
mean-
Have you seen how he walks?
Look at it. Yeah.
He even
mean-
walks like...
By the way, I use my walk.
I mean, in all fairness, he does have good drip. Like, you can say that. He does
I
have good
refuse
drip.
to deny the drip.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't wear the drip, but I will acknowledge the drip.
I would 100% wear the drip. Actually, I was considering if I actually ended up buying the tickets for it, because I might not. Going to, if I could go to the One Piece symphonic thing as dressed as Damaro Black, actually.
Mara Black. who's
Fake
that?
Luffy.
Ah!
oh,
Neat.
I got the same kind of shaggy beard right now. I have most of the stuff. I have a guard. I can just put a thing on that, and I accidentally scratched my face to give myself his face scar. Not a joke.
You mean fake
I-
kid?
Shut up. But yeah, no, I actually did scratch my face a couple days back, and now it might have scarred up, so that's fun. I have a scar next to my eye now. Looks like it was
Oh,
in
it
a
makes
knife
it
fight.
look cool.
It looks like I was in a knife fight, and I got it because I scratched my face while I was asleep.
yes. I mean, you
Still, if you don't say that detail, people will think that
I got
you got into
I got a
full
couple
fight.
weird looks at work, you know, at my
Yeah.
job with people who are used to firearms.
Yeah.
yeah,
So that was moderately
that's
amusing.
more. Well, that's more than fair. But like, man, what battle have you been in, Liam?
Why? Yeah.
Why
Yes,
do
like,
you-
hey. Yes, like, hey. Why is the guy in the dishwasher look like he was stabbed?
With a dishwasher?
Yeah.
With
I'll
a
stab you with
dishwasher.
the dishwasher.
Be difficult. My dishwasher weighs 3 tons.
I didn't say your dishwasher, I said a dishwasher.
Be difficult. Most
Yeah.
dishwashers weigh more than 2 kilos.
Well,
I can
That means
lift
my
2
dad would
kilos
win.
without any difficulty.
my dad wouldn't be allowed to lift one, but hey.
Your dad isn't allowed to lift more than a dinner plate.
I think it's because your dad's old AF.
No, it's because he
of
had
the
heart
open
surgery.
I mean, his chest could explode.
Fun fact: being old AF leads to her needing heart surgery.
It's true, but in this case, it was because of bad eating habits. Man still works daily.
Yeah, I love the
Oh,
bit
you-
when you didn't fucking tell us.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, sorry, sorry.
By
I'm
the
like,
way,
I
has
don't-
he told you that his mom's in hospital?
No, we just I understood that from the fact that he said he was going to see his mum in the hospital, but I'm more used to that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, well, she was fine. She just had to have a knee surgery.
Like that's
Ah.
fine, but open heart
Yeah.
surgery is less of a. Oh, sorry, did I forget to
Probably
tell you
those-
guys that? I think the reaction me and Robbie said was
yeah, sorry, I didn't.
I
Like,
think-
yeah, sorry, I didn't. I didn't have. I didn't manage to do my session prep yesterday. My dad was in open heart surgery. It was a whole mess. He was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, I think I remember Robbie distinctly saying, "What the fuck?" Robbie said that.
I can't believe I forgot. It literally just slipped my mind. I thought I had it, but like.
Yeah, it's
I
oh,
guess
did I not
I
tell you
But you
guys? I
didn't.
just, no.
No. Oh man.
Anyway,
It's just-
time to actually get started on the session. 6 minutes in. That's pretty good for us.
Not terrible.
It's not bad,
Yeah.
yeah. So, I'll put on some music. This will be a couple of hours after Akan and Akan, Danica, and Roshi have left for Akitsuna. As they left basically at the blink of dawn. Around that same time, who's in the crow? Shane.
Dang, yeah.
Shane would have been the one
Yep.
paying the seagull for the notes.
Yep.
So you're actually opening it up, and the first thing you'll see, Shane, is the news story of the day, which is the 5th Emperor of the Sea arises, or in our case, the 7th. And it's got a big ass picture of Straw Hat Luffy on it.
Oh, damn it! It's Luffy. Of course it's Straw Hat.
That's this about Straw Hat?
Yeah, you can see it. I guess Shane will just snipe it down to Bint.
You just web it to her chest,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure
Can I see a paper too?
I'm sure he got eaten alive in the. I'm sure he's gotten eaten alive in the new world. I'll be able to catch up to his bounty in no time.
There
Yeah,
you
just
go.
the fucking 1.5 billion pops out.
That's gonna take a while. You're gonna have to be quite invested.
I just got 500. And you'll see her start to scrape paper.
Vince, you're at 60 million.
Yeah, I'm the one at 100 million. What are you talking about?
You'll see- You'll see over on the you'll see over on the wanted board that I imagine is on our ship with all of our bounties.
Yeah.
Her bounty has an extra 0 in red marker.
Oh, then it's got an extra 0 in red marker, but it's in the wrong place.
It's in front of the 1.
Yeah, so it's the same number. It just looks like it's binary now. Shane, you look at that. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Shane, you look at that, and then you very quickly cover it up as you realize that's the shutdown code to you.
I'm just going to disclose. I'm just gonna make sure that doesn't go anywhere.
Shane, you have now located and removed your shutdown code.
I do believe that it's useful not to be compromised. There's logistical reasons for this, and Shane's just gonna make sure it's never found again.
Yeah, you've deleted that number from your brain. Apparently, Chris forgot to delete it.
Hey, what the hell?
Yo, Shane, can I have a look at one of those papers?
Yeah, sure. Here you go. I guess Shane will snipe it over to Morgan.
The
There you go.
Rokuko is actually not a terrible name, actually.
You can check the bounty of Straw Hat.
So this is post Whole Cake and during Wano, which was at the point where he was called the
5th Emperor, yes.
7th Emperor.
Well, 7th for us, 5th for... Yeah, so he's got the 1.5... So he is the... what's it called again? Yeah, so he's got his big-ass bounty, and you've found out about his attempted assassination of Big Mom.
Ah,
Hmm.
damn. Hey, wasn't this kid one of the supernovas at the same time as the captain?
Yep, I would be right.
We got some real catching up to do.
Why do you go after? Why do you go after Big Mom though? Everything I've heard about her just says that she's really great for cooks.
Okay, Chris, just,
Um,
she steals people's souls, Ben?
She's a tyrant. She kills people by stealing their souls.
Yeah.
Oh, I really only heard about her from culinary circles. Okay,
She
oh my
used
God.
to be on Kaido's. She used to work with Kaido on a fucking pirate crew.
Rox Zebek.
Actually, you guys wouldn't know about that. Yoshi saying that would actually be surprising to you.
Ah, fair.
Oh, wait, she did?
Yeah.
Who else was on that?
So, Morgan, roll history with disadvantage. Chris can just roll history as normal.
Who else was on that crew? Sleeping Whitebeard?
Oh,
Oh,
Chris
damn.
has
Yeah,
it.
some-
Wait. Oh, yeah, but you mean they were both on Roxy Zebek's crew?
E?
Huh?
Me?
Who is this guy?
Roxy Zebek, famous criminal, rival of Roger, lost him in God Valley. I mean, a lot of...
really not a famous guy.
What the hell is God Valley?
Yeah. That'd be nice to know,
Well, I've
Chris.
got research
Oh.
material.
Right. That stuff was... Sorry, that stuff was wiped from history. Sorry about that.
So you're just gonna act like it didn't happen? Or
Yeah,
you're
just
gonna...
forget about it. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Guess I know you too well. Damn it.
Is there any other notable news stories aside from the
Uh,
Straw Hat definitely having a higher bounty than our captain now?
Yes. The other one is the note about the start of the Reverie today.
Do I know if King Neptune will have gone?
Yes, actually. I would
Huh.
say that while you were... I'm actually going to say this for you. So while we were passing through Fisherman Island, you actually, because considering your character, there's a chance of this, your family would have probably interacted a lot with the Neptune family. You may actually have heard from one of them, or possibly Neptune himself directly. He was planning to go to the next Reverie. To help work with for Fisherman Rights.
Nice.
In addition to
Oh
that,
yeah, King
uh,
Neptune study of going.
you would offhandedly remember that King Abraham from the Last Island said he'd go there alongside Queen Era from Fubuki. You would also note another familiar name in that book, in that paper, being that of Miki Nozomi from Jinsui.
Miki, right. That was the new name that the girl from Jinsui took. Huh, yeah, I guess she did end up becoming queen after a while.
Can I have a look?
Huh.
I want to see if there's anyone I
yeah,
know
sure.
in that. As Chris is going to leaf through it.
And I'll just hand it over.
Okay, boring, Cobra. Wait, Yang? Boss Iron Soul was the... Boss Iron Soul's the king of Batamo? What?
Wait.
Since when?
Wait, did I miss that?
It's just like... Wait a second. Shane, you would remember of... You were now... Oh, actually, roll history for you. This would just be your low DC for it, because it would have been a pretty famous story when you were growing up. Yeah, you got it. You would remember...
What am I-
nothing, really. Just some sort of joke.
We were
just-
looking at who was going to Reverie and listed a couple names.
You
That
would
was
have
it.
remembered that there was a pretty famous story about the Prince Iron Soul, about the former Prince Iron Soul leaving the country for an adventure and then disappearing for 2 decades.
It was
He
2
was
decades.
He was assumed dead.
He suddenly appears again.
What do you mean
Well,
appears
that's
again? He
I don't know. He was
Boss
gone
Iron
for
Soul was the guy running the blacksmith. Oh, Ben, you were there for that. You'd remember him a little bit too. He was the guy that got in a fight with Bentley over the dinosaur poo. Eli,
Yeah. Oh.
Eli,
What?
did you get that?
did you hear him?
I did not.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so Yang Iron. So Chris was saying that that boss Iron Soul was apparently the king, and that Che was like, yeah, I heard he disappeared for 2 decades. You'd remember boss Iron Soul, or just the boss, as the blacksmith that Chris was working for, and the one that Bentley got in a big fight in with over dinosaur poo. You would absolutely remember that.
Well, Finn wouldn't.
You would. You were there.
Oh yeah, she was there.
Yeah, she was a member of the crew.
Right, yeah.
Half the people here weren't, but the other half were.
That
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Why do we keep on randomly running into big names from back?
I know, small world.
Apparently.
It really isn't.
Small enough, I guess.
It's small enough
Yeah.
that it's small enough that we keep knowing famous bloody people. Apparently.
I mean, what? First it was that guy, and then we found a member of the Roger Pirates. Remember?
Yes, you're right. Actually, remember the Roger Pirates being Buffalo.
Yeah.
He didn't. He offhandedly brought up he used to be on Eden's crew, and then you guys eventually put the dots together later that meant he was on Roger's crew and went to Raftel.
Yeah.
What?
The point
Yeah.
is,
What's next? We're gonna accidentally stumble into freaking Zebek himself?
Or I don't know. Maybe we know someone who was related to a celestial dragon. Oh wait.
oh wait,
Or
we
an
do.
admiral. Same person.
Oh,
Oh
wait.
wait.
Oh wait, we do.
Or
It's literally
I
not
don't
about-
know. Fucking let's go. Fucking I don't know. Shogun of Wano. Oh wait.
Wait.
I mean, we
do.
got a decent chance with Kaido, considering the captain.
Just I guess you're right. No, what about just regular Shogun of Wano? Oh wait a second. As
Oh, wait.
as she's saying that, Yoshi's just flipping her off.
What about an ex-member of Nods?
Oh wait!
Oh,
as
wait.
Morgan just points
Oh,
over at
wait.
Chris.
I wasn't in Mads.
That was clearly talking about Jags.
Ah, right.
Oh. That guy.
Go let.
Remember Sharks. Remember Sharks.
Hey, what about a high-ranking member of the
You
Revolutionary
weren't talking about
Army?
Jocks. You're talking about Jags. Those are two entirely different people who I have two entirely different feelings about.
Yeah,
Kinky.
that's quite obvious.
What?
Chris just said kinky.
I'm concerned about what you're into, Chris.
Oh, you should be.
I'm into some things, but that is not one of them.
What, French people?
I don't know, people sticking drugs into you? Maybe that?
Definitely not.
it's not
I've
that.
had far too much experience with that. And that was even before I met Jax.
What?
Hmm.
You don't know everything about me.
Okay, that's a concerning statement to have. I guess you have a
So what else is in the paper?
yeah.
You tried to make me
Uh.
uncomfortable first, Chris.
I could go into extreme detail about how I had sex with the captain.
That would make...
I
would
believe
make
that would
him
make the captain more uncomfortable than it
I'm
would
going
make,
to go
you
dive
or
into
I.
the ocean.
Yeah,
Wait,
you can
you're
commit
not
necromancy.
that.
You ate a
Yeah.
devil fruit, don't do that.
Death is preferable.
Let's just
That would
talk
be
about
preferable.
something else.
I mean, I literally would ask you to do necromancy again on me, Chris, if you did that. I'd literally die again
I
and
would.
demand to be brought back.
You would. Shane, you say that, and then you just remembered you deleted your shutdown code. You can no longer do that.
Oh, fuck.
That's so perfect. Huh.
Hmm.
Uh,
So
also-
Morgan and Chris could very easily drive the entire rest of the crew to jump overboard.
Yeah, also I gotta say, I'm having a lot more fun with Yoshi nowadays. I don't know what. I think it's just because he's just him being a little less dignified is having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Just the idea of the heir to the throne of Wano with this incredibly dignified character just flipping the bird to Chris for mentioning his dad is just funny to me.
Alright. So, who else is there?
The king of Butlaria? Trafalgar Nelson.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, King Trafalgar Nelson.
Oh.
Thought his name was... But I thought his name was Buddy.
Did you just say that as a nickname and he never corrected you?
Huh. I remember it being some really big, long, complicated name that I just shortened to King Buddy, and then he said okay.
Cut back to his introduction. Pleasure to meet you, ma'am. I am King Trafalgar Napoleon Nelson. I'm just gonna call you King Buddy.
That works.
Fine. Whatever suits Madame. Let's see, so there's that. Some ally Smith?
Wait, Alesmith? I recognize that name.
Right, that's fucking, what's his name's, cousin, Evander.
Alright.
That guy from Marineford?
Yeah, apparently him and the captain fought a while back, and then that sent him to Impel Down, and then it turns out he was related to the king. I don't fucking remember, it was something boring, I wasn't listening to him. I was a little more concerned about a can't be
crew at that point?
No, none of you were.
Nope.
Makes sense.
None of us were.
Yeah, because Bint is the longest term member of the crew,
And she
there were some adventures that everyone had before she joined.
Yeah.
I joined after the Coast Grand Line.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
so this entire crew is Grand Line crew.
Yeah.
Well, interesting. I feel we should keep our eyes on this one. Considering 3 of the kings currently present at this one are all people who were formerly subjugated or had inflicted damage upon them by the warlords of the sea. Yeah, I wonder if... Wait, is that what the Seraphim were for?
Seraph, what?
Oh, right, I should probably inform you guys about that. As Chris informs you of something that will make you shit yourselves, we will now be cutting away to Marineford. Or rather, to Marijois. Haven't seen you in a while. How's it been, Fujitora? Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to see you as well, Haruhebe. If you're here, does that mean that... Ah, come on! Where's the pretty girls and booze? Good to see you again, Ryokugyu. What, no friendly introduction from you, Haruhebe? Eat shit and die. I'll say no. Just Haruhebe's eat shit and die. Eat shit like a good plant. What's wrong, Mr. Ashboy? Afraid I'll outgrow you? You know I'm what happens when you get burnt to a crisp, right? I'm gonna be managing toddlers for this entire day, aren't I? I hate all 3 of you right now. As the Fleet Admiral puts out a cigar. Listen. You 3 should know this now. We've confirmed it. Among the Marines, there is a traitor who's been feeding information for well over decades. We've narrowed it down. One of our spies intercepted a record. They plan to escape with the Revolutionary Army while they're here. Feeding information to the Revolutionary Army, that was stated in his next sentence.
Yeah, I typed that in a while ago. That was lag.
Fair enough.
Oh, right.
Fair enough,
right.
sorry. They also believe we've narrowed down who it is. I want you to find and apprehend Vice Admiral Petrikov. We discovered recently that his island had suddenly flipped the Revolutionary Army out of nowhere. In addition, those people that we were... In addition to that, after receiving pardons for those 4 crewmates from Heliopolis, they suddenly disappeared off the map. After interaction with CP0, we're almost certain of it. The man's been betraying us for decades. Aggressive action, then. Well, find that Sakazuki. Hopefully this time this person isn't an innocent being burnt. This is a matter for the entire world government. Any petty differences we have between us shouldn't matter, I reckon. Petty. Whatever you say, Sakazuki. Come on, newbies. Let's go find ourselves a traitor, shall we? Right behind you. If I bring him his head, can I get a good rub in my head? Don't ask you more if it means you actually listen properly. Fine, we'll kill you. Get going, Aramaki. I don't have time for you. This should be fun. As this discussion is happening, within the grounds of Marisoir, the Revolutionary Army has gathered. 2 teams have been sent here for 2 different purposes. One has been sent to declare war against the entire world governments, while the second has been sent for one purpose: to extract Vice Admiral Petrikov from this location. The team is made up of 3 people. People who've proven themselves time and again, even in the most heinous of circumstances, to get out of everything. Connor McGriffin, Lars Valera, and the leader of the Grand Line section of the army, Black Mask Ramen.
Black Mask Ramen?
Yes. Spell it however you feel.
Like the food ramen?
No, mask, not mast. And that's how it's spelled on his bounty poster. Yes, it is spelled ramen. Whether or not that is his actual name remains to be seen.
Yeah.
I said mask, Alec. You just spelled mask again.
Sorry.
You dopey shit.
Sorry. I typed the wrong thing, okay?
So while Connor and Lars are fairly well known, at least amongst us, Black Mask is more of a new name, so he has his almost entire body is covered in black clothing. In fact, you can only see a small bit of his skin in between the space between his gloves and his long coat. On his face, he wears a mask he's never removed, one of a harsh black stone. His voice comes out distorted from it, similar to Karasu's mask. The man is also known for being unbelievably intelligent and quick on his feet. Now then, Lars, Connor, I assume you're prepared for what's to come.
Yeah.
Yep,
I'm ready.
And ready.
Remember, we're trying to get someone out, not to fight. Fighting would be a lose-case scenario for us. We are in the hotbed.
So we're trying to sneak rather than knock people down. Is that right?
Correct. Petrikov has
Got
been
it.
a loyal ally to us for a while now. And to lose him, well, we would fault our abilities. He's a good man, and we cannot lose him to the world governments.
Of course.
Fantastic. Now then. Get us above ground. You got it! As the large giant uses their hands to start pulling the ground away, allowing this group of 3 to sneak their way into Marisoir. Immediately disguising themselves using the clothing of numerous guards of celestial dragons, whether those be the metal armor or the black suits. He said he you should have an escape route planned for us. All we need to is to get to him and then get to that escape route. I'll handle the rest.
Alright.
Yes.
In that case, we'll get the plan in motion.
And once this day is done, the world shall finally hear the roar of the underprivileged. There shall be a bountiful day of laughs and cheers against those celestials.
That'll certainly turn the world upside down.
It will, more ways than one, but it's what needs to be done.
Meanwhile, after this, while they're sneaking away, in a small garden, the many rulers from around the world gather and meet with each other in a small meet and greet organized by somebody I don't know. This happened in Canada. I have no fucking idea who organized this. I imagine probably the Marines.
I'll Google it.
It's not specific, but you know that bit when, you know, Vivi and Rebecca and all of them met up? That celebration. I cannot for the life of me know who was running it.
I believe that was just, like before the revelry, they were just out and on.
Yeah, it was like some sort of random party type thing, right?
Yeah, it was just them, like...
I don't know whether it was an actual event organized or whatever, but that's basic memory of it. I'm imagining, or I'm saying, it was an event organized by the world government, so that so some of the newer rulers to get to know each other, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Quickly, a few rulers notice familiar faces among the crowd, possibly only for the fact that they're all linked by the same thing. They either their kingdoms or their lives were saved by the Demon Shell pirates. The newest one, the newest in Dessa, Abraham, ends up coming to the newbie, not the newbie rather, but the young king, Oxbow Alismith. Good to see another swordsman monarch around here. I know you. I didn't think we'd see you again, King Carmine. And I'm glad I could see you at an age where you're actually ready to rule a kingdom, young Oxbow. So, I'm going to assume that's... yeah. I saw you because I'm pretty sure my friend Akam was the one that helped out with you, right? Eli, I want you to roll a quick perception check. You have advantage on this.
Alrighty.
Yes, there's a good reason you have advantage because Miki Nozomi is actually got a high level of observation haki.
Mm-hmm.
As the name Akan digs into your ears.
Hmm? Hey! Other than that, what was that name you just said?
Akan.
Akan? As in Miss Lucky Fair?
Are you familiar?
Familiar? Yes, of course. And she'll lean into, like, whisper.
Mm-hmm.
She saved my monastery. Allowed us to be able to rise up from a simple mining colony to an actual recognized nation.
She saved mine from a civil war organized by my cousin. She saved mine from years of servitude under my insane sister.
Well then, seems like we all have something in common. Miki Nozomi, heiress to the Long Dynasty, and well, what would she be? Queen, Grandmaster?
Take your choice of what the title would be. It's the one you think would be most appropriate.
Okay. And Grandmaster of Jinshui.
King Abraham Carmine of Grappa. And King Oxbow Alismith of Oasis.
say, in a place like this, it must be some sort of fate that's brought people like us together.
Fate, huh? A much more grizzled older man starts coming towards you. Miki, you immediately recognize the marks on his arms to be that of faith-tempered metal.
What?
All of you must... Fate is certainly an interesting thing. After all, I never thought I'd find out someone else who had this material within their veins.
I'm sorry, is that... Where did you get that?
Distant islands. Someplace in the Grand Line that may not exist anymore. I found it in a ruin. I needed it to save my life, in all honesty. I'm King Iron. Fuck, I forgot the second half of his name. Holy shit!
Iron Soul?
Iron Soul. Thank you. I literally
Iron Soul.
blanked on his name. I was like, King. Fuck, what's his name?
Iron something, I swear.
King. Shit. I had a King.
King
Iron
Iron
Soul.
Shirt.
King.
I chat.
King Iron Soul of the Matamo Archipelago. You were ruled by a warlord as well. My warlord was quite nice, in all honesty. Quite liked the girl. She reminded me of when I was younger. Only she was far more responsible. Everyone on the on the ship feels shivers as someone calls Chris responsible.
I feel like some unspeakable atrocity just happened. Damn it, did the Celestial Dragons do something? Wait, it wouldn't be in the paper.
Strings must have been.
I feel as if some unspeakable statement was stated.
Yeah, strings are definitely being pulled to make that appear the way it is.
Oh man, it's just wrong. I don't even know what it is.
I didn't feel anything at all.
I think I now know what it is.
I think I now know what it is.
I have an inkling, yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this is good. I get to cut away to this. I get to cut away to the ship for comedy scenes. This is a great idea. Me was not written into my script.
This is my this is my entire nation's first ever reverie. I would, while I know that I should be trying to keep us as independent as possible, and I'm sure that some people from my island would lambast me for doing this, I beg of you, please help me out. What should I be expecting from this?
Reverie is well, as the only person here who's been to more than one reverie, I've been to more than one reverie. Above the age of 16. That's a fair point. It's a round table of kings. Or monarchs, to be more precise. Altogether, our role is simple. I'm just going to put in 3 towers of freedom. We are to discuss and try and help change our worlds. For the better. As you're seeing this one, a certain Queen Era will start walking towards it upon hearing the advice about what to do at a reverie. Seeing as this is someone else's first.
What? Oh yeah, because she was not a member of the 20 Kingdoms.
This is also her first reverie.
Hope you don't mind if I butt in. This is my first reverie as well.
Oh, pleasure a very good pleasure to meet you.
Queen Era Fubuki, I presume?
That is correct.
So, Era would most likely have met Carmine in the past, just simply how nearby their islands are. They would have likely actually traded with each other.
And King Abraham Carmine, is that right?
That is. Apologies if it's been a while.
Good to see you again.
Apologies if it's been a while. My nation was under the control of a warlord, unfortunately. I was exiled for quite some time. Well, sometime. A year and a half.
I see. That sounds quite difficult to manage.
It was. Luckily, Demonic Angel came to save my life and my kingdom.
Demonic Angel. I don't suppose you'd mean a certain... I'd best not say it here.
If you mean
Still.
Miss Looky Fair, then you would be correct. Do not worry. They may have eyes and ears everywhere, but there are many here who would say much more blasphemous things than a pirate assisted with their kingdom. Besides, as Carmine looks behind him towards a group of princesses all coalescing, I do not believe we are the only ones discussing a certain pirate we have in common.
Yes. She was crucial in defending my kingdom against a multi-pronged assault. Funnily enough, from both the pirates and, well, some other individuals that were rather unsavory.
Well, I can tell you that those that come here are very well respected. Of the ones that I know who are here, both Vice Admiral Garp and Petrikov here.
Vice Admiral Petrikov. He's the one who actually offered for my nation to join this referee.
He's a good man. He's actually the one who helped guide me to the... you should know that, by the way, because I'm assuming Petrikov will be the one that got you to fucking reverie. Because how much of them got escorts?
Well, yeah, he would be the one that got me here, probably.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, escorts, yeah. Initiative. I also heard that 3 of the 4 admirals are here this time. You saying something, Eli?
Oh yeah. Just wanted to ask: would Aokiji leaving the Marines have been made like public knowledge?
It would have been public knowledge when he joined the Blackbeard Pirates, and they had to give him a fucking bounty.
Right.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Those are some impressive names. I only wish I could have come a few years earlier. After all, there was someone else from the Marines I was hoping to my thanks to, but unfortunately he seems to have taken a different path.
Well, paths in life are always curious, are they not? The 5 of us here all had our lives changed and saved by those from pirates, those that call themselves pirates. And it seems almost blasphemous that we have warlords claiming those names who have done nothing but make people suffer. I'm going to let you in on a small secret, and I hope to help push for your support. I'm going to I've already been in contact with King Riku of Dressrosa and Cobra of Alabasta. The 3 of us are planning to put forward that we should dissolve the 7 warlords of the sea.
Dissolve the 7 warlords?
Eric, you would know of how big of how big news that is.
That sounds like quite a large motion.
Well,
would Miki be able to tell, like through observation, whether what his emotions are?
Carmine?
Yeah.
He is calm, but there is a large amount of grief and pain associated with the warlords. You can tell.
See.
Your nation was home to one of them, was it not?
My own sister. She was a brutal and bloody tyrant. Enslaved tens of thousands using her devil fruits.
She was allowed to run amok because she was protected by the world government.
Much the same as Crocodile and Doflamingo were in their respective nations. That's why we want to put forward this motion.
Well, it's not quite the same, but my kingdom was also hurt severely by someone who was protected by the world government. So I may be new here, but you will have Jin Shui's full support.
I can't in good conscience.
So,
Eliza, sorry.
Yeah, you would. It's so fine. She would know a decent amount about Eliza, in that she would know a decent bit about Eliza, in that she was liked amongst some elements of the world government, but very little else. In fact, relations with Grappa decreased dramatically in the region once she took power. There was a protest. There was actually an attempted organized protest that was struck down when she ended up accidentally bringing a fight within the area that caused severe damage to the plants. You would have actually been a participant in it.
I see. Well, I can't speak for the rest of the warlords, but if they're anything like your sister was when she was in power, I can see why you'd want this motion.
Well,
I'll stand beside you as well.
There's not many warlords left anyway. Of the list, what? Doflamingo's been forced to step down. Law betrayed them. Doflamingo was forced to Doflamingo stepped down. Law left. No one's seen Kuma in years. Almost 2 years.
Pretty sure the only one that's still left is that clown one.
The only ones that are really still operating are Weevil, Hancock, Mihawk, and Buggy the Clown. Not much for warlords, would you say?
For an organization that's supposed to assist Marines against pirates, they certainly seem to have been rather poor at it.
Yeah. I'll stand behind this motion as well. I would as well. I only care. I mean, let's be real here. Of most of the warlords, 2 of them left out of conscience. And a third decided to betray because another destroyed their lives. Formed an alliance with the now Emperor of the Seas. The warlords are meant to help balance the world against the Empress. But clearly, they've done nothing of the sort, if another's managed to rise in their place.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It's far past time. I'll agree to support your motion. It's far past time for the warlords to meet their ends. Not literally killing them, of course. I want them to serve justice, but you know what I mean.
Some of them are already dead.
At the end of their position.
Yes, the end of the position.
Well then, I guess that means we're all in agreement.
Yes, we are.
If the actual reverie itself is like this, then I'm sure we'll be able to bring great change.
Time to cut away again to a different area. As the retrieval team sneaks through, they eventually find the large scarred man with the battle axe on his back, sitting somewhat conspicuously off to the side, away from any others. That's our man. I'll use the code phrase to indicate who we are. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Lord Bear. I see the weather is foggier than usual. But the fog allows for the beautiful light to shine through. Okay, it's him. We can reveal our names. I'm Black Moss Rama. You two, announce yourselves.
Connor McGriffin.
Lars Valera.
It's a pleasure to meet you both. I'm quite nervous about this. There are eyes and ears everywhere, but at the very least, right now, the 5 elders are busy. Apparently some secret meeting was called for that between them. I have one last piece of information to grant you all before we go. The world government has a replacement for the warlords ready. Creatures
Nice,
created
but-
by the genius Dr. Vegapunk. The pacifistas? Something far more dangerous.
More dangerous than that.
Cyborgs of such a high level that I've unseen before, capable of utilizing Devil Fruit powers alongside Kizaru's beams, and an enhanced durability of the near-extinct Lunarian race. Their code name is the Seraphim. And I've seen their records in person. One of these could easily replace a warlord, especially since they're built off of their DNA. That's dangerous if true.
They got the. So what? They got the devil fruits of the old warlords.
No, they all have devil fruits, even the ones that do not initially possess them. As an example, could you imagine the terrifying Dracul Mihawk with a body that could cut from any area? Alongside an almost indestructible skin. And long-range high explosive beams. All of these mixed together into one being. What do you do against that?
Sounds like a giant goddamn problem.
Exactly.
Oh, that's an
And they
understatement.
have 8 of these.
That's quite extensive. They plan to make more of these things?
I'm unsure. I know for all I know is they have the 8 warlords from 2 years ago on them. They may have plans to create more of them.
They have that
Also-
many things that strong, they'd be able to take over wherever the hell they wanted.
Also, I have found the location of Kuma.
You have?
You guys are Revolutionary Armies. You guys would, have known Kuma as the lovely, nice guy who helps you out.
You have?
You?
The poor bastard's been taken as a slave by the world nobles.
Seriously?
They call
Wasn't
him
he
the
a warlord?
Invincible
Didn't he
Slave.
work for them to help them?
They call him the Invincible Slave. I've seen them. They've enjoyed spending their time testing their weapons by smashing them against his body. It sickens me to see, but I can't do anything about it.
So he's here.
We shouldn't go. Our mission is to get Petrikov in and out. Is to get Petrikov out of here. I'll pass this information on to Sabo. He's our second in command. He'll be able to deal with it.
So we're not doing nothing.
No,
Okay.
I couldn't live with myself if I didn't. Gil was a dear friend of mine as well. We need to move. Now then,
Okay.
the exit point we have set in a more disused garden area. We'll go towards that. Once we get there, we should be good.
Alright.
Alright.
Is anyone around or looking at a sus? I'm gonna kind of just be trying to
Yeah,
ping my
you guys-
observation hockey as much as I can, if possible.
Yeah, Lars absolutely has it by this point, by the way, yeah. So you can roll
Yeah.
quick observation with advantage.
Okay.
I'll have Cooper look around as well.
I'm not sure what my
You
stats
also have
are,
advantage.
but
You rolled a 19. You're good. You
You
roll a 15. You're also good. Yes. No one is looking at you suspiciously. It just looks like it's a couple of people meant to work here who are bored and chatting while they wait for something to happen, since it's Marijois. Nothing bad's gonna happen there. You know?
good point.
Yeah.
That's why the hiding in plain sight is working. Since you're
Fair
in
enough.
disguise.
Yeah. I just figured I might as well check and
No, 100% smart
constantly
idea.
keep
Yes.
vigilant.
No,
Yeah.
no. You have sensed that there are some people with observation sense in the area. However, it doesn't seem like they're gonna notice you. You're nowhere near strong enough for you to matter.
Fair enough. Well, that's good at least.
Hmm.
Well, we should begin the move. I trust that Kaika has been taken safely. We've gotten her. Yes, she is safe. Thank God. Well, we should move before anything else could go wrong. Yes, we should before somebody gets bored and starts a fight. As Black Mask looks very subtly, lies subtly, to a certain somebody who has more than once been arrested.
To a certain me?
Yes, to a certain Lars.
Yeah, obviously I'm the one he's
Lars,
looking at.
roll insight. You do not have advantage.
Yeah.
Lars, you think that he's talking about Connor.
Yeah. Really shouldn't get bored.
What are you smoking about, Lars?
Nothing.
You really
He's
think
just
that
gonna
that's aimed
continue
at?
staring at Connor.
You really think that's aimed at me of all people?
Only one of you is barely out of their teens, and yet somehow you're not the child.
Well,
Do you often have to deal with this?
some learn quicker than others, I suppose.
Do you often have to deal with this, Mr. Black Mask? More often than I would like. They are loyal, but they are, as you would say, somewhat ADHD children. I believe that's a term for it. Fair enough. As you walk off, we will cut to a different area.
Oh yeah, I think my mom diagnosed me with that when I was a kid.
We'll cut to a very different area. The empty throne.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Asuta!
As the 5 elders all march out. And another, who we haven't seen for quite a while, walks down from the throne to the side of the throne to meet with them. You 5. I'm assuming that my father has already been talking with you about Monkey D. Luffy. Yes. We've been keeping an eye on him. Our concerns for him are minimal, however. The men plans to attack Kaido. The human model Nika shall never awaken if he plans to face that monster. You say that, but he's seen their expectations before. And more than that, we're not the only one we're concerned about. He should be the only one we're concerned about. My granddaughter is out there too, is she not? Straw Hat just entered himself into this realm of the Empress. And my granddaughter's decided to move to Akitsuna. You know what's buried there, don't you? That ancient weapon's been unusable for years. There's no way we have to be concerned about it. Shouldn't we? That Atlantis fellow is intelligent and dangerous. I would not be surprised if he's working to reawaken Hephaestus as we speak. And more than that, he's a challenge. A challenge that could force my granddaughter past her limits. You 5 should know this. If Either one of them awakens their devil fruits. We cannot allow the two to meet. Fine. If they ever do, I trust all 5 of you know what to do. Of course. Annihilate them. Their friends. Their crew. Their allies. And their islands from history. There won't be a trace left. No one shall stand against the 5 elder planets. Nor against Lord Emu. Excellent. So stick to it. 5 elder planets. So that our worlds will not fall away from us. And try not to die. She says, with a sick grin on her face. As if death is a concern to any of us beings. As she walks out of the room again. Ending that. That's gonna be fun when that's a problem. Also, that's a threat to you guys.
Yep.
Yes, I was very aware of the not thinly veiled threat.
Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to have to face off against the 5 old people.
I don't want to fight the old. I don't want to fight the old people.
Can't wait for fucking Jupiter to descend on a fucking Katsuna or some shit.
Yeah, also...
I don't want to...
Also, yeah, that bit of lore dump about Akatsuna, that's gonna be fun.
Yep.
I don't want to fight the old people.
Also, the ancient weapon that's in Akatsuna.
Yay.
What's its name?
Hephaestus.
Oh, sorry.
It was said.
I completely missed the name. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was doing a lore dump!
Yeah.
Alex,
I've heard most
Let
of the lore.
Liam take his dump, damn it.
come
I've
on.
heard
Yep.
most of the dumping, okay?
Alex enjoyed the lore dump, I hope. Alex, did you enjoy the lore
Yeah.
dump?
Yes, I did enjoy the lore dump. I always enjoy the lore dumps. Lore dumps are awesome.
Good, I'm just
I
making sure.
immensely,
Okay.
I immensely enjoyed it myself.
Yeah, no, I was
very much,
There you are, Akatsuna's
very
been
much
hyped up.
enjoyed
Yay.
Yay. Oh, that's gonna be so much fun for me.
it. Oh yeah, because the Forge guy is going to the place where fucking Hephaestus is.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes a
Yes.
lot of thematic sense.
Yeah, I discussed this with Robbie about an idea. So
I
the
wonder if that was
existence of Hephaestus was always a thing. The decision to turn it into an ancient weapon was more recent.
Yeah.
fair. I mean, it does make sense for it to be one.
But yeah, so that'll be fun. Now then, we're gonna have a flashback.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
This is technically a flash forward in Reverie, isn't it?
No, so basically, the amount of so Akan has already left from the boat, and the boat is going to take about 4 to 5 days to get to Akatsuna from where it is. She could have left 2 days ago, for all you guys know. The amount of time she's been gone for has been a while. She's been gone for like long enough that at least a day has passed. So most likely Akatsuna is currently ongoing. Am I lagged out, or are you guys just not talking?
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
Okay,
no,
so
no.
just making sure
I
you
think
know.
I missed some of that. Sorry.
Basically, I'm just saying this is roughly on the Akatsuna and this are roughly occurring at the same time.
Fair.
So we are having a flashback to Merville.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh. Ooh. Sorry.
On the 3rd day, I'm gonna play this one because this theme works. As Kaido entered through the clouds.
Ah, yes, the Demon Slayer theme for the demon guy.
That's Sukuna's theme.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's Sukuna's theme from JJK.
Sounds so Demon Slayer less.
Nah, this is Sukuna's theme.
Ah, there's the.
Yeah,
there's
this is
the-
Shrine.
There's the fucking JJK-ness.
Took you guys a sec. Yeah, sorry. I'll go back to
I
start
knew it
this
right
all
from the outset.
again. Yeah, I know you
Yeah,
did.
but you've
I know-
memorized the line.
Yeah, I knew it
Yes.
from the manga, Eli. I knew it from the manga. And I
I knew this track from the manga. God damn it.
read it.
Opens up the Malevolent Shrine page.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing Robbie was hitting a simple domain while he was reading that.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise, there wouldn't be much left of him to cleave.
There wouldn't be
Yep.
anything left of him.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, damn it. He's here too now. As you see, as Haruhebe puts his hand on the ground and converts his entire surroundings into massive amounts of ash, creating a giant ashen dragon to ride upon up towards Kaido. Ah! The hell are you doing here, Kaido? As Shiki pulls up part of his island with him. Charging towards the man in the sky. Blast! Breath! Rickon slams his hands together and opens up the dragon's mouth. Pyroclastia! Island assault! Before three massive strikes interact in the sky, causing a massive explosion. Rickon looks back. All of you, take this time to retreat! There's no point to you staying here and dying. Run! Okay! Everyone, full retreat! As Kaido switches to his hybrid form, all three of them come together. Their strikes not meeting as the sky around them is blown apart. A massive circling cloud above appearing from the strikes of three conquerors. This goes on for a long time, as the three grow more and more exhausted. Despite him coming in late, Kaido receives the majority of the injuries due to being the healthiest. Till eventually, the three are on the ground, not using their Delphrid's just raw strength. Before they all collapse back onto one knee or whatever they can to help save themselves up. Are we going to continue this? It's up to you. I'll gladly fight. If we don't stop this, at least one of us will die. All it takes is two aligning against one, and the fight ends. Well, at least for one of us. So, who do you choose? What's your decision, Kaido? Me? Or the Admiral? Well, how about you work with me against him? One hell of a deadlock. I'm not here for a fight to the death. Shiki, I'm only here to tell my brother something. Seriously? I thought you looked similar, but that's your relation to him? Kaido, the hell? He's an enemy! Shiki has no reason to say it. Only destroying your career would help him in any way. You're not lying. Fine. I expect you both to be off my damn islands in an hour's time. As Shiki limps away from the battlefield. Ugh. You bastard! Come on! You know the deal. You don't say shit about that, and you don't say shit about that, and I don't say shit about any of your past either. That's the deal we made after I caught you, right? So why are you... As before Kaido puts up one hand. Eden's dead. What? While you were gone, it seems a busticle was ordered against your islands. And they confirmed your wife's death in the papers. You can't... despite him having fought for 3 days long now against the strongest people in the world. Finally, Rickon Fell looks drained. Is that why I was ordered here? Sakazuki. You damn bastard Sakazuki! Are you... Is she... But... Kaido. My youngest daughter is there. Can you take me there, please? I'll consider this payback for you helping me all those years ago. Consider it our last moment of connection. After this, the fact that you're my brother won't be important, will it? I will take you there. And I'll be gone afterwards. I wouldn't be surprised if some fool tries to take me out while I'm gone. Thank you, brother. As Rickon was reminiscing on this, as they walked towards the large plaza. Where all of the kings have gathered. And the other rulers have gathered. At this same time, so the Marines were going to Merville for one specific reason, which was to defend it from Shiki attempting to take over. By the time they got there, Shiki had already killed the king and taken the island. Kaido had gone there for the purpose he just stated. It turned into a three-way conflict.
To talk to his brother?
Yes. He went there because he heard Rickon was there. That's it.
Fair.
And a lot of people got killed because, as it turns out, a three-way war, a full war between emperors is a bad thing.
So Kaido is a Khan's uncle?
Yes. Yes, he is. Although the Rickon thing, so Rickon and them being related is actually a while. I kind of forgot that to make it kind of related to someone else famous, I'm not going to lie.
God damn, a Khan's family reunion is going to be weird.
To be fair, the amount of Oni that exists in the series is 2. So, me adding one more was kind of only going to be linked to one other person, in all honesty.
3 now.
Yeah.
4 now.
Yeah, a Khan's family reunion would be weird as shit.
The Khan's family...
Well,
what family does she have to
it's her
reunion
daughter.
with?
What family does she have to reunion?
She has 2 siblings, a dad, and a cousin.
Mum's dead.
Because the mum's dead and
Yes,
Kaido's
grandmother.
probably dead, and the grandmother is awful. And the grandfather's also
So
probably dead.
siblings, dad,
Siblings, dad, uncle,
grandmother,
at this point. Yeah.
uncle who's gonna be dead soon, and cousin.
That's all
Possibly
he's got.
grandmother on the other side as well.
Possibly.
Rickon's the other side.
No, the other side.
You mean
The mom's side.
You mean the mum's
As
side?
in the sequel.
That would be the side that the Celestial Dragon's on. That's the Celestial Dragon side, mate.
Right, the grandfather.
He's dead too.
Right. Is his mother still alive? Oh, not.
Probably not
Who
just due
cares?
to time. But yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, as this happens, the retrieval team. You guys
Yes.
come out to this, to the allegedly disused garden to find it full of people. As you look across, and you see, staring back at you, at all 4 of you, are 3 of the 4 admirals.
Back.
This is bad.
Do you think they've noticed that we're not supposed to be here? Oh wait, yep,
Petrified.
definitely. Yep. Shit.
Emma.
This is shit. Shit. This is
Ramen, what
bad.
do we do?
Ramen. We haven't got any choice. The way out's here anyway, and they've definitely noticed us. Well, this'll be fun. We get to bring 4 heads back to Sakazuki Senpai. unnecessary deaths should be avoided. Let's not forget where we are, Ryokuku. So this is the day then. I will apologize for this. You are a good person to train, Petrikov. We have to fight our way out. Don't worry about it. As Rama draws out guns. And Petrikov immediately transforms into his hybrid form. Sorry, not his hybrid form. His awakened form.
Alright, we're fighting! And Lars will grab out a grenade. As well as a sniper rifle.
Aoi, do not be careful. We cannot have them find us out. Just use your rifle. Stay at the back. If they get close, they will kill you.
Got it. Puts the grenade away.
As you watch Petrikov leap across the battlefield, streaming straight for Ryokuku. Rama starts fighting against... Sorry, brain fart. Fujitora.
Can I infuse hockey into my bullets?
Yes,
Because
you
if I
can.
can't, then... Okay,
Yeah.
good. Because if I couldn't, there was nothing I could do.
Yeah, but as that's happening, you hear thump, 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 as the Marine's Kaido starts to walk towards you two.
Oh. Just keeps getting better and better.
I'm gonna try and shoot him.
Don't even bother rolling for it.
Yes, I know it's a dumb idea, but this is
Roll
Lars,
for it, go
and he
ahead.
is stupid.
Let's see if you do anything. Oh, you actually hit him!
No!
Roll a d6.
Yep, that tracks.
It doesn't do
Wow.
enough damage to hurt him. As you watch the bullet seem to splinter on his skin.
There's nothing I can hit him with.
Yep. No grenades will make it 10 moves.
The group of rulers, you see this conflict appear in the middle of all of you. Immediately Yang jumps in front and uses his push ability to keep everything away from hurting anyone behind him.
I'm gonna try and create some walls out of rocks.
Yeah, both of you two managed to prevent the wave from hitting you guys. Can you take over? I'm too old to keep up using my abilities.
Got it.
You'll see that as he says that, you see his arms start bleeding around where he's using the Fate Tempered Metal.
Oh. Are you okay?
Fine. I injected this stuff into myself over 2 decades ago. I think
Shoot, where the hell's Ty when you need him?
Ty has a bounty and didn't come.
Can Miki just assess the situation?
Yes, you can assess the situation. What you assess is that the situation is fucked and you should panic.
Okay, emotion-wise, who seems
Shit's
trustworthy,
fucked,
who
panic.
seems angry?
Okay, everyone, let's try and evacuate as much as we can. I'll create walls to block them off.
Sure. And you see that as Carmine draws out his sword and infuses it with Haki immediately. I'll make sure to prevent anyone from attacking us on our escape. I should too, as Elspeth draws his and it ignites in flames. We'll guard in case there's more of them. What the hell is going on?
I'm still
You
a
watch.
fighter. I'll help however I can.
You watch as Ryokugu knocks back. You watch as Ryokugu gets knocked flying back by Petrikov. Fujitora gets in the way and starts weighing him down with huge amounts of gravity. To the point that Petrikov can't move. Fine, in that case, I'll take Black Mask! Forest! I nearly called it Deep Forest Emergence. I'm seriously not going to lie. I'm sorry,
Deep
he's
Forest
just
Emergence.
douchey Hashirama, okay?
Rama.
He literally is, honestly.
As he charges forwards, Forest!
Gonna shoot
Pummel!
if I can.
As a giant fist of tree comes flying towards it, smashing Black Mask straight in the face. And you see part of its mask start to crack. For the first time, you two see blood draw from one of the leaders of the Revolutionary Army.
You have to get out of this damn kill box.
Well, I think this is the time. You watch as he gets back up and grips onto his mask. As his hands turn black, he smashes. He puts his hands further in, and you watch as the black mask starts to shatter around him. As this is happening, some thought puts in the back of Fujitora's mind. There was a discrepancy in what Sakazuki told him. A small but timed one. It's the first records were 2 decades ago. As the mask shatters off, Ryukugi stumbles for a sec. Wait a second. You are... Connor, Lars, I want you two to roll history checks.
Oh, okay.
I'm dumb as bricks. I definitely don't have proficiency.
Connor, you'd have advantage.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
You rolled
Oh,
worse.
shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You actually would... Connor, so just in case, though, for this, you would might actually know this, Lars.
Alright.
Actually, no, you would have history specifically for hunting for stuff about the douchey shit about the world government, same as Morgan.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah,
You'd have it.
I do hunt for douchey shit.
Through the
You
world
do
government
actually, you
Yeah.
recognize this person,
Yeah.
but they've been declared dead for a while.
Ah, shit. Who are they?
Ryukugi recognized them as well. Jalhemi Tawara, the former captain of the Rice Bag Pirates. The person who was said to have killed him was Hirohebe.
Oh.
As behind Ryukugi, he suddenly feels a massive impact. You took your damn time, dragon. Conqueror of 3 worlds! Ragnaraku! As a massive impact of advanced conquerors hits straight into Ryukugi's back, shattering his spine. Finally! Finally, dragon! I can reveal this! Deep Forest! I told you. I turned you to ash! As Hirohebe goes down and grabs onto the arm that Ryukugi was about to use to attack him. Pyroclastia! A massive burning heat comes off it. You see his arm get singed down to the bone. As Riken picks him up and chucks him to Fujitora. The man utterly broken. Finally, dragon. I have been waiting for 20 years for this day to come. Ever since we founded the army together. Ever since you left. Ever since that bastard killed her. Why? Fujitora speaks up. Why would you betray the Marines like this? Shouldn't it be obvious? As he burns away his cloak, all of you can see a damaged and somewhat altered, but still clearly recognizable mark. The mark of a celestial dragon slave. I bore this mark. You all made me bear this mark. Now, I shall destroy you all. Let me do another flashback to Rickon's backstory.
So Rickon actually didn't kill Finn's dad.
Yes! He off-screen killed him because he used a giant blast that obscured everything, and he fled with a black-coated body.
True.
Ah.
Which probably would have looked like a very burnt body at the
Yes.
time, but
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
from a distance. However, he's been stated to be able to control obsidian. Black glass.
Ah.
I had these rules hidden from the very start. Did you remember how I said, oh no, Haruhebe wouldn't do it, and then suddenly I flipped around and said, yeah, I'm gonna make Haruhebe do it. That's why.
fair.
So you remember the big thing I texted you about that I was gonna do with one of your backstory characters?
I'll be honest. Thought you were going to be doing something with Miki.
No, I thought this would be better.
Did you realize that that Bid's dad wasn't dead?
No, this was all him.
Damn.
This is when
I'm
I
okay with it though. I can definitely fit this in. Holy shit.
Yeah. As I
Did
start
you
the
want to play
backstory,
Jalhemi or no?
you can play Jelhemi after this. Yeah, I wanted you to not play. That's why I said the voice was distorted, so that it would be me playing him until the reveal. But I also had a thing of it when I said bountiful smiles. I even had an offhand thing that actually would hint at it for you. I'm sorry, I'm very proud of this.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
As we get to the backstory, Rickon's full backstory now. To the distant past. When I was born, I never knew my father. He died in a battle before I was even born. Our clan were one of the last of our entire race on the planet that we knew of. And my mother was sickly after my birth. By the time I was able to walk, she'd lost that same ability. Not long after my 4th birthday, she had passed. I still remember that day. As I sat there. How Kaido told me, don't worry. I'll make sure that we can both survive. I'll take care of both of us. I put so much on him. He fought. He was the perfect soldier. But eventually, well, that's what caught it the eye of the Marines. Eventually, he was sold off. In order for our despicable country to make it to the Reverie. Not long after that, I was sold into slavery after Kaido escaped. I didn't see him again for years. After Eden helped me escape, I drifted far, eventually finding the Ash fruit. And while fighting against some douchebag pirates who wanted to claim me as some sort of, minion, as I was losing, someone came to save me. Blue Hole! I still remember him launching that attack. The smile of Garp. How the man made me believe there was a justice to come from the Marines. The time I spent with his son. My best friend. Told me something else. That there were only a few Marines who even thought of justice. Or rather, that our justice was so fleeting in the face of the evil of the world government. When he left, I told him I would want to help him as best I could in any future endeavors. Even though we parted there, another thing still. We met up once more, a couple years later. After the atrocity of Ohara. A call I'd ignored because I couldn't in good conscience go to that island. To annihilate it for learning. When I met him there, we all 4 of us founded the Revolutionary Army in secret. stayed true to it. It's my mission to make sure I could feed him as much information as possible from the very start. There was only one time where I considered ever going against it and leaving. When I found my home destroyed in the Bustakal. When I found my wife's broken body, just left there. And when I had to bury it. When I couldn't find my daughter. I wanted nothing more than to make them feel the hurt I did, but he came again. To comfort me, to help me, to remind me that there could be much more I could do than seeking simple revenge now. So, I'll just know one day I'll destroy Sakazuki. And I'll make sure that the Marines know the truth of this world and its people. I was enslaved by these wastes of oxygen that call themselves gods. Why on earth would I ever want to not betray them? My people hunted to the brink of extinction as sports. Countless others too. The Lunarians driven from their homes. The Buccaneers taken as slaves or killed for nothing more than a past crime. And what do we sit there and let them? Claim that all nations not part of it are nothing more than scum? That they have no rights? No. They are people far better than these inbred monsters up here. Now, this world will shake and tremble. There are countless out there who will change the world. Who will it be? The army? The emperor? Any of the emperors? My brother? No. I know who it will be. It'll be those of the clan of D. They will shake this world to its core. So keep note of the D's, what you see in the news. They are the enemy of these gods. Rulers, you heard that.
Huh. Would I remember that a con went by the D?
Yes, you would.
Interesting.
I imagine Miki would as well.
Yep.
Just like... Let's see.
Like that new emperor. Actually, wait. Would Luffy's name have been
Yes.
revealed to be Monkey D. Luffy?
It's been Monkey D. Luffy since the start.
Like that new emperor. Like a con.
Sebek, Lucky Fair, Buffalo. Bruh.
Wait.
As he's about to say that, you see a shot fly through him. As he turns back, and you see an obese dragon with a snotty nose holding a pistol up at him. You, I wanted to take that mermaid princess, but you've wasted it, that opportunity. Saint Charlos, how wonderful to see you here. You know what? I'll make sure I can have your daughters taken to replace her. Is that so? As he starts walking towards him. What's he make sure their torment is endless. Until they beg for mercy. Until they... Before he reaches out and grabs him. In his hands. Yes, it is.
That one Eisentrack, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
His theme
Man,
from the
sick old
past.
track.
Called Treachery.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I like doing this stuff.
It's a nice track, damn.
As he grabs him, he looks him dead in the eyes. If you ever even think about hurting my children again, I'll make sure you can never hurt another soul on this planet. You not listening to me, you inferior life form. We are gods. I will make sure that your sins are carried down onto our spawn. Rickon's face suddenly darkens more. And Fugitoris pauses for a second. Rickon, don't! For his hand goes black, and he grips tight. Splat. I think it's our time to leave. As he puts his hands to the ground, and the area starts being converted into a massive ashen dragon. Petrikov! Jelhami, get on the back of the dragon. Mooks, you two as well. I think it's
Got
about
it.
time we leave.
Yep. Yep, good idea.
Holy
Cow.
Rickon, you shouldn't have done that.
Shouldn't I? Would have stuck true to his word. What would you have done if your daughter had been the one he was targeting?
I know, but I fear what will happen. I fear what may happen to you after this.
So what? I'd already angered the world. Was I not supposed to do that? After we threatened to torture them? To rape them? I'm going to end it for that.
At the very least, I'll ensure our escape. And,
Unnecessary. After all, as the dragon flies up and turns back for a second, he'll be a little busy blocking this. This target will only hit one. I'd suggest you take cover, Fujitora. Pyro! Clastia! As you watch as a giant burst of superheated stoke and ash blasts towards the main building in the world government. A symbol of their power. And it pierces from one side to the other as you fly off into the night.
Allow me to do this much at least. He'll place his hand on the dragon. Plenty!
wow.
Should make for more
One turns into as one turns into many. Imagine the others flying off into various
all
directions.
different directions.
That's one hell of a declaration of war.
Yeah, that's gonna be heard all around
You
the
can
place.
already can see from where you are the others fighting to free Kuma and the burning mark of celestial dragons.
I
That
can already tell plenty of young hearts will be inspired by this moment.
Fine. I guess I can finally pay off my end of the deal. And one final little flashback to after Kaido was captured by Rickon, as they were discussing in his cell. You seriously want to do that? Of course. I can think of nothing more beautiful than to see their tears as I destroy everything they held dear. They call me inferior. Well, no, they call me slave. What do they call you again, brother? Easy. The strongest beast in the world. If you're the strongest beast, then I'll become it. And Morgan, as you guys are sitting up top of the ship, you see huge flocks of news queues flying overhead. One of them dropping to you a special edition. Issued only 2 hours after the original one. A couple.
You cut out.
Sorry. You see the news queues. You see a flock of news queues flying overhead.
Yeah.
As they start dropping more copies of the World Economic Journal. A special edition.
Whoa. What's this? Did
This must be important.
Did we already get ours for today?
Yeah, which means something big's happened. Let's see what it is.
Bits. You look on the cover, and your eyes immediately tear up as you see somebody who you thought was dead.
Hey. What?
You guys don't remember when I did the flash forward, I mentioned Ben crying over a newspaper.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
Next to him, you see the man who you thought killed him. With the title, Rickon Fell betrays the Marines and the world.
What?
Two more bounties appear beneath him. Bits, your father has a bounty of 700 million berries.
And the second?
Comes another. With the news title saying, almost ominously, with these actions done, taken in part, with a permanent paralyzation of Ryokugu, with the discovery that he'd been betraying the Marines for his entire life, his relation to the Emperor Kaido, and the murder of a celestial dragon. Rickon has been granted the highest single issue bounty in the history of the world. King of Destruction Rickon, 4,065,000,000 berries.
Is that higher than Rogers?
Nope!
But that's the highest first issue that has
highest
ever existed.
single issue. The first ever bounty
Wow.
he received was over 4 billion berries.
Man,
What's
the world's been turned upside down.
happening?
Isn't that Akon's dad?
And they're working together. This is
So he wasn't a Marine.
everything.
He was a revolutionary. They all were.
Hey guys, you remember how we were saved from Marineford by Kuma? The only
Yeah.
person
Oh,
who could
yeah.
have authorization to do that there was a Marine Admiral.
Oh.
Right.
Wow.
This was an inside job right from the start.
Ben's going to clutch the newspaper tightly and just look up to the sky. Do you see this? Do you see this, Ibeen? Everything's changing now. The world isn't gonna be like it was back then.
And I'm gonna stop